Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we'll talk about indefinite integrals and how to evaluate them. But for today's video, we'll just focus on the power formula for integration. Now take note that there are many other formulas for integration that we can use, but we will discuss them later on upcoming videos. So for today, we'll just focus on probably one of the easiest and the most basic integration formula there is, the power formula. But before you do anything, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell button below to help me grow this channel. So, to start, let us first define what is integration. So, in the same manner that subtraction is the inverse operation of addition, or the division as the inverse operation of multiplication, now integration naman is the inverse operation of differentiation. So, what do I mean by this? Let's take this for example. Suppose you are given the function 5x cubed, and if you get the derivative of this function, you will get 15x squared dx. Now, if you get the integral of 15x squared dx, you will get the same exact function you are given earlier, and that is equal to 5x cubed. Another example. So if you have 2x squared minus x, and if you get the derivative of this function, you will get 4x minus 1 dx. And if you integrate the result, you will get the same exact function you are given earlier, and that is 2x squared minus x. This is the reason why integrals are sometimes called as the antiderivative of a function. In general, so if you have a function, and if you get the differential of that function, and if you get the integral of the result, you will get the same exact function you are given. So what are indefinite integrals? Suppose we are given with these functions. Okay, so there are 5 distinct functions, but they have the same derivative, and that is 6x dx. Now, if you get the integral of 6x dx, you will get 3x squared plus something. And we cannot know for sure what to put in here. Okay? Because it could be 1, it could be 4, it could be 9, or it could be 8, or it could be anything. It could be anything that ranges from the negative infinity to the positive infinity. So we cannot know for sure. So instead of putting a number there, because we don't know for sure naman kung anong number ang ilalagay dyan, but we know for sure that it is constant. So instead of putting a number, we put here C. C yung ilalagay natin to indicate na may constant pa siya dyan. But we cannot know for sure kung anong constant yon. As I have said, it could range from the negative infinity to the positive infinity. Basta real number. Okay? So, this is uncertain. We don't know kung ano talaga yung value ng C. And that uncertainty is what makes this indefinite integrals. Because if you look for the definition of indefinite in dictionaries, you will find that indefinite means uncertain. So that uncertainty, that's what makes it indefinite integrals. Okay? Okay, so let's talk about power formula of integration. So ano ba yung power formula? O ito, this is the formula for power formula for integration. So you have here the integral of u raised to n. The integral of u raised to n du is equal to u raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1 plus c. Okay, I think this is not very difficult to memorize because whatever is the exponent here, that's also the denominator here. So, u raised to n plus 1 over n plus 1. So, madali lang i-memorize, okay? Okay, let's have an example. Suppose we have the integral of 4x cubed dx. Okay. Now, this is just very easy. All you need to do first is kung meron mang numerical coefficient ang function like this one, so meron siyang numerical coefficient and that is 4, or you put 4 outside the integrals lang muna. So this will be equal to 4 integrals of x cubed dx. Yan. That's the first step. Now, the second step, since wala naman numerical coefficient yung x, we will apply the formula na. And according to the formula, dapat may u raised to n over du. So, before we can apply the formula, we need first to identify the value of n, the value of u, the value of du. So, how do we do that? Dito. We have to identify what's n. Now, according to the formula, n daw is the exponent of u. So, here, the exponent here is 3. So, yung n natin is 3. yung u natin is yung x. At of course, if you get the derivative of u, and since u is equal to x, so you get dx. So du is equal to dx. Now, applying the left side of the formula, this one, so this will be equal to, of course, you have to copy first the 4. Okay, copy lang yung 4. Then you apply the left side of the formula. That is the integral of u daw eh. U, as yung u natin is yung x. So, x raised to n. Take note ha, n. At saka yung n natin dito is 3. U raised to n du. Yung du natin is dx. Yan, dx. Now, as you notice, we got the same exact function, di ba? Right? This one is equal to this one. So, exact the same function. So, we are on the right track. So, no need to manipulate the function. Because if in case hindi man pareho yung nakuha natin, then that's the time you need to manipulate or resort to another formula. But yun nga, for this video, we'll just focus on power formula. So since pareho naman, di ba? You get the same exact function. So integral of x cubed dx, dito rin integral of x cubed dx din. Okay, so the same. So kung the same, now that's the time you will apply the right side of the power formula. This one. Ito na. Okay. Of course, you have to copy 4 because 4 is already outside of the integral. So, it has nothing to do with the formula na. But you still have to put it there. Okay? You copy lang. Okay, applying the left side of the formula, it says there u. But since our u is x, so x na lang yung lalagay ko. X raised to n plus 1. Your n is 3. Plus 1 daw over n plus 1, that is 3 plus 1. Of course, plus c. Don't forget plus c. Now, please remember this because if your answer has no c in it, then your answer is wrong. Kahit correct pa yung solution mo, but if you forgot to put c, then your answer will be marked wrong. Okay? Okay, now simplifying this one, I'll put it here na lang. There's no space anymore. So this is equal to, of course, I'll copy 4. This is equal to quantity x raised to 4 over 4 plus c. Yan. So this is equal to, distributing 4. So this will be 4x raised to 4 over 4 plus 4c. Yan. So, the 4 will cancel out. So, this will be x raised to 4 plus 4c. 4c yung ilalagay. Pero, when you multiply 4 to a certain constant, di ba? 4c, we don't know naman kung ano talaga yung value ng c. So, when you multiply 4 by c, the result is also a constant. So, instead of using 4c, we just put there c na lang. Because anyway, when you multiply 4 to c, the result is another constant. So, to denote that constant, we put na lang c. Yan. So, this is the answer. Okay? So, the integral of 4x cubed dx, okay, let me erase this one. The integral of 4x cubed dx is actually equal to x raised to 4 plus c. Now, to check, paano ba natin i-check? Let me erase this one first because I have wala na akong space. Okay. So, to check, you differentiate. You get the differential, the derivative. So, the derivative of x raised to 4 plus c. Yan. So, this is equal to 4x cubed dx plus differential of c is 0, diba? So, 0. I will not put 0 anymore. So, yan. Yung result. Now, you notice that this, the differential of x raised to 4 plus c is 4x cubed dx. This is equal to the original given function. Okay, so as I have said earlier, integration and differentiation are two inverse operation. They are the inverse of each other's operation. Example number 2. We have the integrals of x raised to 5 dx. Now, since wala naman siyang numerical coefficient, so what we will do is to directly apply the formula na. Okay, but first you need to identify n. Kaya take note yung n daw is the exponent. Clearly, the exponent there is 5. And u naman is the base. The base is x. So, if you get the du, differential of u, you'll get dx. Yan. Now, applying the left side of the formula, according to the left side of the formula, the integral of u raised to n. Take note, you already have the value of u, then that is equal to x. So you have here the integral of x raised to 5 du is dx. Now you notice that you got the same exact function. Okay, so you may proceed. Okay, now the next step is to apply the right side of the formula. Sabi sa right side, u daw, and that is x, raised to n plus 1, that is 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1. Of course, don't forget the plus c. Take note again ha, pag walang plus c, wrong it answer. Okay, so simplifying this one, this is equal to x raised to 6 over 6 plus c. Yan, so this is your final answer. Now to check, you simply get the differential of that function. So you have the differential of x raised to 6 over 6 plus c. And so the derivative of that one, that is equal to, of course, you have here 1 over 6 multiplied by 6 times x raised to 5 dx plus c, because the differential of constant is 0, diba? So we will not put 0 there. So this is equal to, the 6 will cancel out. So ang matitira na lang is yung x raised to 5 dx. Yan. So this is the same with this one. Okay? So indeed, the answer for the integral of x raised to 5 dx is this one. Okay, let's have another example. Suppose we have the integral of the quantity 2x minus 1 raised to 5 dx. Okay, now most of the student, this is a common mistake ha. Sometimes, may mga student na gini-distribute ang exponent nga di. Okay ha? Don't do that because that is very, very wrong. Huwag niyong i-distribute yung exponent. Okay? So we do not do that. Or you can apply instead the power formula. So since, again ha, kung mayroon man siyang numerical coefficient dito, for example, may 3 dyan, you put 3 outside of the integral. But since wala namang numerical coefficient, we'll proceed on applying the power formula. But again ha, number 1 is to identify the n, the u, and the du. Your n here is obviously that is 5. And your u, take note, u is the base of the exponent, 5. Yung 5 natin yung exponent, ang yung base natin is 2x minus 1. Yan. And our du, you simply get the derivative of 2x minus 1, that is 2 dx. Yan, 2 dx. So this is equal to, you apply the left side of the formula, u raised to n. Yung u daw is 2x, of course, integral 2x minus 1 raised to n, that is 5. Diba? Derivative of u, du. Yung du natin is 2 dx. Yan. As you can see, tingnan nyo ha, you can see, this is not exactly the same with the given function. Okay? So this is not actually equal. Hindi talaga sila equal. So what will you do is that, para lang na mag-equal yung this function to the original function, you have to manipulate this function. Okay? Paano man? Okay, so the only difference between the two functions, this one, and this one, is the 2 right here. So you have to get rid of that 2. I mean, you don't have to get rid. You have to manipulate that so that kahit may 2 dyan, the value of the function will still remain the same. Okay, so what will you do? Multiply natin dito ng 1/2. Diba? Because when you multiply 1/2 to this function, if you multiply 1/2 to 2, diba? The 2 will cancel out. So, ibig sabihin, this function now and this function are equal na because of this 1/2. Okay? So, that's what we will do. We'll just put there 1/2. Okay, so the next thing is to apply the right side of the formula, the power formula. So this is equal to, take note, you have to copy 1/2 because 1/2 has nothing to do with the integrals na because it's outside of the integrals na. Okay, so applying the right side of the power formula, then we'll get, sabi dyan, u raised to n plus 1. So your u is, 2x minus 1 2x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. That is 5 plus 1 over 5 plus 1. Yan. Plus c. Yan. So this is not yet the final answer. We still have to simplify this one. So this will be equal to, I'll put it here na lang. There's no space na. So this is 1/2 multiplied by 2x minus 1 raised to 5 plus 1, that is 6 over 6 plus c. Yan. And you distribute 1/2. So this will be 2x minus 1 raised to 6 over 12 plus c over 2. Yan. But c over 2 is still constant, di ba? C over 2 is still constant. So instead of putting c over 2 there, we'll just put here c na lang. Yan. Okay, so this is our final answer. Okay, let's check. Let's try to check if that is indeed the correct answer. Let me erase this one first. Okay, so if we get the derivative of this one, of this function, we have 2x minus 1 raised to 6 over 12 plus c. Okay, so this is equal to 1 over 12 is constant. So this is 1 over 12 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 2x minus 1 raised to 5 times the derivative of 2x minus 1. Yan. So 6 over 12, this is 1/2 multiplied by 2x minus 1 raised to 5, and the differential of 2x minus 1, that is 2 dx. And this 2 right here and this 1/2 will cancel out. So this will be 2x minus 1 raised to 5 dx. The same exact function we are given. Diba? So pareho sila. So indeed, our answer is correct. So this is the correct answer. Okay, next, we have here the integral of x cubed minus 1 squared dx. Okay, so let's try if we can apply the power formula here. Okay, so we have here the value of our n is equal to 2. Our u is x raised to 3 minus 1, right? And our du is equal to 3x squared dx. Yan. Now, applying the left side of the formula, this one, so we have the integral of your u is x cubed minus 1 raised to n, that is 2. Yan. Multiplied by du. Our du is 3x squared dx. Yan. Notice that this function is not exactly the same with this function. So you might think you need to, just like what we did on the previous example, we manipulate this function. I-manipulate natin ang function na to. But as you notice, this quantity is what makes the 2 not equal. Diba? Yung 3x cubed. 3x squared. Yung 3x squared. Now, you might think that you just have to put here 1 over 3x squared para ma-cancel out yung 3x squared. Now, you cannot do that because it contains a variable. You can only manipulate constant. You cannot manipulate if it contains a variable. So, you cannot do that. So, if this is the case, then wag mo nang ipagpatuloy yung solution mo because it only means that you cannot use the power formula or at least not directly. Okay? So, what we need to do is we'll expand first this function. So, i-expand lang muna natin. Paano i-expand? So, this is equal to the integral of x cubed minus 1 times x cubed minus 1. Diba? Kay raised to 2 man. Dx. Okay, so this is equal to the integral of, so i-multiply ko silang dalawa. So the result is x raised to 6 minus 2x cubed plus 1 dx. Yan. So this is the new function. Okay. The next step is I will apply one of the property of integrals, and that is parang we just distribute the integral parang ganito. So this function right here will be equal to the integral of x raised to 6 dx minus, because minus here, minus the integrals of 2x cubed dx, yan, plus the integral of 1 dx, but I will not put 1 na because understood na yan na may 1. Integral of dx. So what I did here is ginbulag-bulag ko ang mga terms, ang 6x and negative 2x cubed ngahan 1. Ginbulag-bulag ko. Okay? And also please don't forget that every integrals may kapadis ito nga dx. Ha? Kung wala nga ni kapadis nga dx, then there is something wrong with your solution. Integrals should always come with a differential, a derivative, I mean. Integrals always comes with a derivative, differential. Okay. Applying the power formula, so our n here is equal to 6, our u here is equal to x, and our du is equal to dx. And how about here? You have a constant, diba? Numerical coefficient. So you can put 2 here. Put outside the, we can put 2 outside of the integrals. So we'll put that. So this is equal to 2 integral of x cubed dx. Ganon. And our n here is 3. Our u is x. And our du is, of course, dx. And the integral of dx is, okay, the integral of dx is always x. Huh? This is equal to x. The integral of dx is equal to x because if you get the differential of x, that is equal to dx, diba? So the integral of dx is x. Anyways. Okay. Now applying the left side of the formula, that is the integral of u raised to n du. So we'll just look here. We have the integral of u, that is x, raised to n dx. Minus, of course, you have to copy negative 2, minus 2. And the integral of applying again the left side of the formula, you have here x raised to 3 dx. Of course, plus, of course, may dapangan dito c. That is x plus c. So this is x plus c. Okay. So as you can see, this quantity is exactly the same with this quantity. The same with this one. This is exactly the same with this one. So we can apply na the right side of the formula. This one. Okay, so this is equal to, applying the right side of the formula, your u is x raised to n plus 1. That is 6 plus 1 over 6 plus 1. That's the first term. Plus, minus. Minus 2. Your u naman here is x raised to n plus 1. That is 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1. Now, notice na hindi na ako naglagay ng c dito, ng plus c, because I already have here plus c. So this is plus x plus c. Yan. Simplifying this one, you get x raised to 7 over 7 minus 2 x raised to 4 over 4. Yan. Plus x plus c. Simplifying further, then we'll get x raised to 7 over 7 minus, this is 2 over 4, that is 1/2 or 1 over 2. So this is x raised to 4 over 2 plus x plus c. Yan. So this is our final answer. So this is the final answer for the integral of x cubed minus 1 raised to 2 dx. Yan. Let's have another example. One last example. So we have integral of 2x over the square root of 4a minus 3x dx. Okay. Now look here that there are several letters. Here you have a and you have x, diba? So alin dyan yung variable? Of course, the variable is the one here in the derivative. So dx man, ibig sabihin, you will treat every other letters constant. Okay? So lahat ng letters na hindi x, you will treat them as constant. Okay. So to apply the power formula here, first you have to write this equation, this function. So this is equal to the integral of you have here 2a. Of course, the square root over the square root of 4a minus 3x. This can be rewritten as ano ba? 1 over 4a minus 3x raised to 1 half, right? Of course, may dx pa. You can rewrite it that way. And also, we can still manipulate that one. So this is the integral of, copy yung 2a. You can still manipulate this one. This is equal to quantity 4a minus 3x raised to 1 half dx. Oops, raised to negative 1 half dx. Okay, yan. So, ibig sabihin, this function, we just manipulated that function to arrive at this function here. So, they are just the same, ha? They are still the same. Okay, now we can now apply the power formula. So, our power, our n is, oh, wait lang. Before you do that pala, you have to put 2 outside of the integrals, or 2a, yung 2a, because 2a are constant. 2a is constant, so you have to put it outside of the integral. So this is equal to 2a, the integral of 4a minus 3x raised to negative 1 half dx. And now we are ready to apply the power formula. So our n is negative 1 half. Our u is equal to 4a minus 3x. And of course, our du is equal to, derivative of 4a is 0 because a, take note, a is constant. So this is equal to negative 3 dx. Yan. So we apply the left side of the formula. So this is equal to, of course, you have to copy 2a because it's outside of the integral. 2a, integral of, your u is 4a minus 3x raised to n, and that is negative 1 half, multiplied by du, and that is negative 3 dx. Negative 3 dx. So as you notice, this is not exactly the same with the previous function because of this quantity. I mean, of this negative 3 here. But luckily, negative 3 is just constant, so you can manipulate this one. So what we'll need to do is you just multiply the whole function by 1/3 to compensate that this negative 3. So you just multiply this by negative 1/3. Yan. So the same na hera. After that, you just apply the right side of the formula. But of course, you have to copy this first. This is 1/3 multiplied by 2a. And the integral of this one, applying the right side of the formula. So you have here, your u is 4a minus 3x. Yan, minus 3x raised to n plus 1 daw. 1 half plus 1. 1 half plus 1, that is equal to 1 half. Positive 1 half. Because negative 1 half plus 1, that is equal to 1 half. Positive 1 half. Over 1 half. And of course, don't forget the plus c. Yan. So simplifying this further, so this will be negative 2a over 3. We still have here 1 half. So this is equal to times 2. Isa sa kakuan 1 half matababa. So this is equal to 4a minus 3x raised to 1 half. Of course, plus c. Nakuha nyo ba kung paano nakuha ang 2 na to? Because over 1 half daw eh. Over 1 half. Or that is equal to times 2. Yan. Kaya naging 2 dito. So this is equal to negative 4a over 3. Quantity 4a minus 3x raised to 1 half plus c. Or in radical form, this is equal to negative 4a over 3 square root of 4a minus 3x plus c. Yeah, so this is our final answer. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching.